In this vintage hairstyling tutorial, I will show you just one of the more authentic ways to style your hair like Grace Kelly in the 1950s. Before setting the hair in pin curls, my hair has been freshly washed and dried almost completely. You can start out by creating a side part and dividing your bang section from the rest of the hair. Using a comb, create a nice deep square. Secure the bangs with a duckbill clip and begin to section off the areas above the ear. Behind the bang section, create a square to separate the crown of your hair. It doesn't have to be perfect, but when your hair is less messy, it is going to be less complicated. The remaining hair section will make up the back of the hairstyle. To make it a more manageable section, I'm dividing it in half. And from this area, I'm going to divide it in half one more time. Our first vertical row can be divided into two, where we can begin to prep the hair for our first pin curl. I recommend using a hair setting product like Lotta Body Setting Lotion in a spray bottle with water. If you're not very good at pin curling with your finger, or you find it difficult to do the curls in the back of your head, I recommend trying the Pincurl sculpture tool. Remove the pin curl carefully from the roller and apply a duckbill clip or a bobby pin. Repeat this process until the rows of your first section are complete. Now we're going to add the crown section to our rows of pin curls. I'm dividing the section in two to make it more manageable. Working in smaller rows or sections will make it easier to keep your pin curls looking neat. It is important to remember to comb through each hair section thoroughly before creating your pin curl. That will ensure a smooth brush out and less frizz in the end. The pin curls of the crown section are just a continuation of the pin curls we did before, laying nicely on top of the other ones in the back. With the back complete, I'm going to move on to the side sections, creating two rows and forming my first pin curl above the ear. Since my hair is fine, I'm able to fit all of the hair of this section into one pin curl. However, you might need to do two. Remember that pin curl setting patterns are merely a guideline, and you can customize them to suit your hair type and texture. I've sectioned the top row into two, where I will create two more pin curls. And repeat this on the other side. Finally, we're going to pin curl the bang section. As we did in the other sections, we're going to start by creating our first row, dividing it into two to form our first stand-up pin curls. I find it helpful to start with the back pin curl first. That way, once it is formed, I'm not having to work my way around it to get to anything behind it. Unlike our other curls, these stand-up curls will be secured through the center barrel of the pin curl. Their upright position will provide a little bit more volume, while the direction, or rolling the curl backwards, will create that smooth bang section. Secure your duckbill clip or bobby pin through the barrel of the curl, and repeat for as many rows as you require. My bang section only needed 3 rows, but if you have a lot of hair, you might need to do 4. With the pin curl set complete, you can add a final spritz of your setting lotion, and I like to secure the set with a hairnet for sleeping and apply a headscarf before going to bed at night. The more cushion that you have, the more comfortable sleeping like this is going to be. Right, so it is the next day and the hair is completely dry, so I'm gonna take out all the pin curl clips and start the brush out process. After carefully removing all the duckbill clips, I'm applying a little bit of pomade that will help me shape and secure the hair without it getting too frizzy. Once the curls have loosened a bit, I'm going to start using my Denman 7-row hairstyling brush to brush out the bottom of the curls and work my way up. While brushing out the curls, I'm also going to begin to fold the hair over my hand and get it to create that nice folded shape at the bottom. While you don't have to have any particular kind of hairbrush, I do like using a boar bristle brush to get the hair looking extra smooth. And lastly, I like to apply even more shaping and fine-tuning with a comb. If there are areas that seem to be separating, you can carefully use the comb to fluff them together. For a more Grace Kelly inspired look, you're going to want to brush the hair back a bit more, especially on one side. For the hair on the left-hand side, I'm brushing and sweeping the hair behind the ear and molding it in with the rest of the hair. To help maintain that pulled back look, I'm going to comb the hair and add a duckbill clip in the position that I want the hair to hold in. To the bang area, I'm going to sweep the hair back, and wherever that little fold appears, I'm adding some duckbill clips. You can apply your favorite hairspray to secure the style, allowing a few minutes for it to set while you get dressed. After about 10 minutes or so, remove all the duckbill clips and apply a final comb through. For some Grace Kelly inspired glamour, you can add some pearls and a classic shade of lipstick. For a timeless red lip, I'm wearing Volux Vanity's shade in Main Street. A cooler lipstick shade will pair nicely with your gray eyeshadows or a classic navy cocktail dress. The dramatic neckline of this dress just screams Grace Kelly to me, and you can't go wrong with a classic nude pump. I hope you enjoyed my take on Grace Kelly's iconic hairstyle.